Welcome back. I know it has been a super long time since I've posted anything, and it's mostly because I have been scared. When I even started this, it was scary to post that, and there's things that I feel need said about who I am. For one, if I am looking for a stylist, they need to know who I really am. The whole point of it is to connect with another person. I just want to start off by saying that I want to speak my truth and be true to myself. So if you get offended at all, you don't have to watch this, and you can press stop at any time. I'm learning a lot about what I believe respect means, and lately, people say I don't say this around certain people because I respect them. I won't drink alcohol in front of these people because I respect them. I am going to cover my tattoos when I go to this place because I have respect. And I am thinking, who's respecting you for who you are? So respect is a two-way street. We need to all respect each other for who we are, no matter what. It doesn't matter if you say the F word, and I do say that, and it will probably come up as I keep doing my videos. It's not something that I intend to say often and that I think is a good word, but to me, I don't understand why that word is offensive and we have to watch who we say it around, but the word hate isn't. Because to me, hate is way more offensive than that, and that's just one example. So if I am willing to respect you for who you are, please respect me for who I am. And I really, feel sad for people that can't be who they really are because they're worried about what other people think. And it happens all the time. It happens to me every day. It happens in our workplaces, in our families, in our friends. If we go anywhere, it happens all the time. And I just want to be a person that can be who I am and not worry whether someone will like me and accept me or not, because I love and accept myself for who I am and who I am today, and for every experience and choice that I've made through my life to get me to where I am today. So I want to read out of I journal every day. This came out on the paper today, and the reason I want to read it from the paper, as you hear it, you're probably going to think, well, why don't you just talk about it? But when I talk about it, I'm in front of a camera, so I would hold back. I'm still overcoming that fear of worrying what people will think, or am I saying what people want to hear. Even when I read this, I am very nervous about it because people aren't going to want to hear this. Or they're gonna have their own opinion of what I'm trying to do with this, but I really don't give a shit. So I'm just gonna take it from there. I knew when I started the hair journey video that my goal or purpose of it was to reach to others, connect, learn, trust, but I wasn't quite sure how to do that, and the hair journey came out. I think the reason it was made is to give me my confidence back in myself to be able to talk to a camera knowing that anyone could watch this. The weeks kept going by and I didn't know what else to say or what these videos were supposed to communicate to basically anyone in the world that could choose to watch. There has been something inside me telling me and pushing me to share an experience that I was ashamed and embarrassed by, but deep down I know that I'm supposed to share this, and even if only one person watches and is able to use my experience to help them to get to a better place. I've never told anyone other person ever about this, and as negative as it may sound, it's the positive outcome that I want to focus on. I want others out there that may be struggling to know that no matter how ugly the darkness is that you're going through, there is still that light inside of you that wants desperately to come out. And I wrote down, as I was writing this too, a quote by Martin Luther King Jr. Only in the darkness can you see the stars. So if you are in that dark time right now, you're there because you need to see the stars and you need to see the light. So just remember that only in the darkness can you see the stars. So here it goes. About a year and a half ago, I was at such a dark point in my life, I wanted to end it. I was completely addicted to antidepressants, anxiety, migraine, pain pills. I was so ashamed I didn't tell anyone because I already thought people didn't like me very much, want to be around me. If they knew I was a drug addict, they would really push me away. I would be rejected. I would just keep taking more pills to deal not with my physical pain, but the pain in my heart and in my head. These were all feelings I created myself, not something anyone told me or made me feel. I have a very loving and awesome family and boyfriend, but I did not reach out to anyone because I felt that if they knew, then I wouldn't have anyone left in my life. And this was because before I got to this point, I was the one who spoke out about being an addict and that it's completely in our control. And here I was completely out of control in every aspect in my life. I became so ugly inside and disgusted with myself that I viewed the world as an ugly, unkind, unloving place, even though I had love all around me. I didn't love myself, so I could not accept their love. When I wanted to end my life, for me, and I'm saying for me, I want to make very clear that I'm sharing an experience I had. I am not a professional. I am not here to tell you this is the right thing to do or what you're doing is the wrong thing. I am here to share my experience and what I did. And it's up to you if you want to and are willing and need to take whatever pieces you can from this to use in your own journey. Sorry, I lost my place now. So for me, my main thought, excuse me again, my main thought was I'm not doing anything for anyone else here on this earth, so there's no point in being here. I thought in my mind that my family and boyfriend would even be better off if I wasn't here because I was destroying myself. I felt destructive to others. I can't pinpoint the exact reason I didn't go through with it or that I didn't accidentally do it, because I definitely had plenty of ways to. I thought out ways that I could, and subconsciously I may have even tried. I don't know. But ultimately, I believe it was the little bit of light I had inside me that kept me holding on, and I was so ashamed and disgusted with who I had become. I didn't want to leave that with my family. I said as my memory, but I did not want my family to see that. I have 2 granddaughters that are our future, and what would that tell them the life that I had lived recently, and what would that speak? So I took the very little bit of hope I had and looked at myself in the mirror for the first time in a really long time, and I didn't even recognize myself. I My inner self had turned so bitter, angry, and hateful. That is what I saw when I looked at myself. I was so physically unhealthy at the time, I didn't think I had many years left to live anyway. I had taken a new job and was moving to a new area close to my oldest son and his family and my parents, and so I threw my pills away that day. I still didn't have the intention on living more than a couple of years at best. If I started just trying to live a little better. And now here I am, a year and a half later, able to talk about it without shame, knowing someone else might be feeling this and afraid no one else will understand what they're going through, or that no one else in the world feels the way they're feeling. That is so far from the truth, any truth. The lie is no one will care or understand. The lie is the statement you tell yourself in your mind that you don't matter or you aren't loved or worthy. The truth is every single being on this earth is loved and worthy. The truth is we are so caught up in the shame of what we are told we are supposed to be and how we should act, what is right and wrong, that we forget who we are as individuals on our journey here, and only we know what is right for ourselves. I know now that at the very least I have 50 years left on this earth, and I want my last 50 years to be a lot better than the first 50. I believe there's not enough awareness about this subject because of the guilt and shame we associate with it. So I'm here today to drop all of my masks and be true to who I am. Speak my truth, lose the shame and guilt, so that whoever needs to hear this can hear it. I thought there was no one that I could reach out to, so for all this time I've been struggling with this alone inside myself, and realized it's a burden that I don't have to carry on my own. I hope this can help others speak out who have been through this, but ashamed also. Although it was a very dark, ugly experience, I am beyond grateful I went through it, because I am discovering who I really am inside and what my purpose is here in this life. I am here to be a true humanitarian in this world and give love, be kind, show compassion. I want to live my life to the fullest potential. Overcoming fear has played the biggest part in my journey, and something that I struggled with and I still do. It's letting go of what I think life is supposed to be according to society, and living how it is laid out in front of me by the universe. Faith is very scary, but it is also the only thing that has gotten me to the point where I am today. And I am talking about true blind faith in something that you know but you cannot see. Not a faith that most of us learn growing up. We are taught in a religion throughout our lives, but faith in the unknown. I have goals and dreams that were hidden from me for a while because I needed to go through this experience and learn from it. And then I write my goals. I'm gonna just put my goals out there to the world, I guess, even though I've shared some of them with other people, but why not? I want to write a book about my life and experiences, which I have now started on. I have always wanted to have my own cooking show and a cookbook, write a recipe book, because throughout my life I have been on my own most of the time with help from family, but learned to use what I have to be creative in cooking, and I've become very good at it, and I love it. When I do that, I feel that's one of the things I am most at myself. So I wanted to have a cooking show. I recently have taken a job starting at a restaurant where I'll be doing food prep, and I'm excited about it. It's all of this is just going to be a new experience for me. I've always wanted to, I like to write, I love to write, and I forgot about that for a long time because I thought writing wouldn't get me anywhere in life, and now I realize what I've been doing has only gets me so far, and then I stop because it's not what I'm here to do. I'm here for different reasons. I have other talents that I'm supposed to be using, and I haven't been using them. So if I start using my talents, then I will get to where I need to be. So I wanted to write a show or a sitcom, or and all of these things that I want to do. I realize even starting this vlog is starting these because I sit down and think, what can I write to speak on this? And now that I have more ideas, I can write and not just about the hair. Now that I know I want to take this in, just share experiences in my whole life, that I can really start being creative in my writing. And I've always had jobs that take up so much of my mind and my time that when I'm not there, I don't want to do these talents that I have been blessed with. So I realized that even in my job, it's not a job that other people think I should have because it makes this much money, and they think I need to make this much money, and this job I have isn't, I'm also going to need to do some other things, but at least I know that I'm happy and I have freedom. So that's what I'm going to say about that part. So I've started writing. I also, and again, something I don't even know why I get embarrassed about it, but I like to write songs and rhymes, and I listen to a lot of music. Right now I listen to a lot of Post Malone, and I found out a few months ago that he lives in Utah where I live, so I got rhymes, I got bars, so if you need any, I got your postie. Just kidding. But yeah, I think my son and I were driving and we passed him in his Lambo the other night, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm a dreamer, and I never realized I was a dreamer until I started letting myself dream and thinking I can really do all these things if I just start doing them. So cooking, writing, and being able to share my life with people that of love are very important to me. I want to be an example of being someone who is true to myself, so anyone struggling through dark times in their life can maybe see some hope and light. So if you are someone who is going through this on any kind of level right now, I hope something in this video could help. You are not alone, and you are loved. If you don't feel that love, I love you. Please accept my love, and until you can find love inside yourself that is already there waiting to come out. One thing that I mention it in every other thing I do, write, say, I have my dog Bella, who has seen, she's the one that does know my darkness. She's been there with me through it all. And the other day on the Ellen DeGeneres show, it was a week ago or something, and if you don't watch her show, you should, because there's always positive things on there, and you can, if you aren't able to watch it during the time it's on, she has Ellen Tube that you can go to and on a website and look up and watch, or an app that you can download on your phone or tablet. But Um, there are so many of us out there that think there's no one else, and so if you do think that another person that's just a little too scary right now, Ellen had the Kid of the Year on her show recently, and the reason he was named Kid of the Year is he saw at PetSmart one day about he saw some dogs in kennels, and he felt so sad for them and felt such a strong urge that he needed to help them get into a home. He started making videos of himself playing with these dogs at PetSmart and getting it out there so people would come and adopt and rescue these dogs. My dog is a rescue. I rescued her, but she rescued me. And so if that is something that you have the ability to do, I highly recommend rescuing a pet. It doesn't have to be a dog. You can rescue cats. I have lots of grand animals. I have Bella, I have cats, I have fish, I have snakes and lizards, all kinds of grand pets, because my kids all love animals and pets. So that's one way you can do this without reaching out to another person. And so just I want to end positive. I know that sounds like I went through a very negative and dark place, and I did. It really was. I'm sure people around me could see a physical difference in me, but didn't quite know what was happening or what was wrong with me, and some might have even suspected. But I made it through it. So anyone watching this that's close to me, please understand that I don't want anyone to be sad about that experience. I want them to celebrate where I am today with me. So I have now decided that if I want to do these goals I have, then I have to start. So I'm going to start doing spontaneous posts. I'm going to post about, I'm going to do, cook on the show sometimes when I can. I am, if it is a moment that I feel I need to post about this to share with people, or I meditate a lot now. If I'm meditating and something comes to me like, I should talk about that. If there's anything that anyone else wants me to talk about or has questions, please message me, share this. My biggest hope for this video, whatever happens with it, my hope is the awareness of depression, of suicidal thoughts, suicide awareness, addiction awareness, addiction of any kind. And I'm not saying that you cannot take, you're your own journey and you know what's right for you. So I'm just saying that anywhere you are in your place, I want you to ask me if there's something you want me to talk about, because that's just one experience I've gone through. I've gone through plenty more. Those things I want to share in my book that I'm writing. So just please get the awareness out there. Subscribe to my page if you would like, but I'm going to warn you, again, like I said at the beginning, if you get offended easily, you don't have to follow me, anything like that. But I like to have fun. I like to dance and sing, cook. I listen to music. I listen to rap music mostly. Lately, again, Post Malone's been my favorite to listen to. But I want to give you some songs to help, because music does help. So there's a few songs that kind of get me in that good mood to pump me up, and those are things that I want to be spontaneous about in my videos also when I do things like that. But just to give you some recommendations, and I don't really listen to country, so I can't give any country references, but I like it, but I don't listen to it a lot, so I'll give you my genres. Panic at the Disco, High Hopes is one of my very favorites right now. Um, Another one I like to listen to is Silence by Khalid. My daughter gave me some by Indy Ari that are awesome. And, um, oh, Imagine Dragons, very good one to listen to. So just find things that make you feel good about yourself to start, because I know it's hard. I know the days that are the darkest, and you open your eyes and that's pretty much all that happens that day. And so again, I'm going to end this with giving my love and peace to you to accept. I hope you accept it and use it. And everyone here deserves another day on this earth, no matter where you are at in your life or your journey or your progress. You're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, but you're still here, and just be thankful for that, because you deserve to be here.